With me is Michael Josem, an old friend of ours here. He has many hats on from time to time, but now definitely political, as it's announced that Michael Josem is now the chairman of the LibVan Party. So I wanted to talk to you. I mean, first of all, let's deal with the actual party and what went on at your AGM. I mean, big changes, big radical moves towards the next general election?
Sure. So what happened at the AGM was that, first of all, Kate Beecroft was re-elected as leader of the Parliamentary Party. She served the party in a wonderful way for many years now, such a wonderful advocate for the people of Douglas South. And so she was firstly re-endorsed. And secondly, we elected a new committee to lead the Liberal Vannin Party over the next 12 months. And so I'm very humbled to have been elected as chair. We've got Walter Gilby, the former MHK, has joined the board. We've got Alan Buck, who's joined the committee, and obviously myself as well.
Are you in war footing? I say war footing like, electioneering mode now. Is this the big countdown to 2021?
Well, I don't think this is really about an election here or there. What we're focused on
is about an election.
Well, not that. We're focused on what's good for the Isle of Man people, right? And so our focus at the first step is we want to put together over the next little period, some good, solid policies about what's good for the people of the Isle of Man. And the Liberal Vannin Party has always been such a wonderful advocate for the Isle of Man.
Your policies are set down, no doubt, in writing somewhere. You think of changing them? Are you going to bring out the green issues like everybody else appears to be running on that bandwagon?
Sure. So the Liberal Vannin Party has a long history of creating many different policies about what's good for the Isle of Man. And protecting the environment is a big part of that, but so is standing up for the rights of Manx workers, for Manx small businesses, and to really be wonderful custodians, as it were, of this island. And so the environment is part of that, but let's also remember that people's jobs, people's livelihoods, our families, our communities, especially as we move into the 21st century, there are big issues that are confronting the world more broadly, but also the Isle of Man. And so that's why we need strong advocates, to stand up for what's right for the Isle of Man.
My point is, will you be changing what you have down? I mean, there's a constitution, there's your beliefs as set. Do you every year, or will you be revising those and coming up with new policies?
Yeah. So obviously the Liberal Vannin Party stands for some core central principles of liberalism, that idea of freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of association, and standing up for the little guy against the big overbearing powers of crony capitalism, as it were.
Right.
And so in that sense, those principles are pretty core to what we're about, but also we're always going to listen. And so one of the things that I think is really important about the Liberal Vannin Party is that it's a broad tent, a broad church, as you will. And so in that sense, the Liberal Vannin Party, and I think Laurie and Kate, as our MHKs, the only party represented in the House of Keys, they've both been such wonderful people to fight for the Isle of Man, but also to listen to what the people have to say.
Yeah, but it's two members, and it was three, and it was three in the last thing. You lose people on the way. I mean, people don't stand by these once whatever reasons that there are differences of opinion. How many people, for instance, are members now of your party? Do you have a number?
Yeah, so look, we're not worried about the numbers today. We're not worried about where we're coming from. We're worried about where we're going. And so we're focused on the looking forward to rebuild the party, obviously we
rebuild.
Yeah, so obviously we've had other members of the House of Keys have left, and so we're focused on the future. And so the future is about standing up for the people of the Isle of Man to ensure that they have strong advocates on their behalf.
And all this goes back to my first thing. I mean, you need to be elected into power, right? So you've got local government coming up in 2020, but 2021 must be where you're focusing your ideas. You got recharge or refocus, whatever you're going to call it. You're going to put a major amount of candidates forward. Is that your plan?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then we want to give as many people as possible on the Isle of Man the opportunity to vote for Liberal Vannin candidates, because we believe that these ideas that we've been speaking about today, but also that we'll listen to what the people of the Isle of Man have to say going forward. We think they're good ideas, and that is, you spoke before about the importance of the environment, and the environment is super important. We want to be wonderful custodians of this island. We hold this island in trust from our forebears, but also for our children.
Yeah. So green issues are suddenly going to come into your party as well?
Not suddenly coming into ours.
Well, are they already there? Are they? I don't know.
Of course. And so, well, sure. But Laurie and Kay have been such wonderful advocates for protecting the island.
Just that everyone's playing the green card, that's all.
Sure.
Labour Party have done it. Obviously, the Green Party are doing it, that's in their name, and now coming on board.
Well, no. It's great that they're joining the party. That's good.
Okay.
But also, the environment is important. But also, people's jobs are important, people's families are important, people's communities are important, and so we need to have a bit of balance about these things.
Let's talk about you, because I mean, politically, an Australian by birth, Yeah.
Australian by birth and becoming Manx by choice.
You're becoming a Manx citizen at the moment. I'm going through the process. This is a way that you're looking to be an MHK, right?
No. Look, so while
no, come on. You're going to be an MHK. You want to be an MHK. Tell me you don't want to be an MHK.
While I'm flattered by the idea, this is not about me. This is not about any individual. This is about standing up for what's right for the people of the Isle of Man. And so the people of the Isle of Man need a strong Liberal Vannin Party that will stand and be advocates.
You said all that.
Yeah.
I'm talking now about you. I want to go on to you. You have joined the Liberal Vans, right? You're wanting to represent them, right?
I'm keen to serve the Liberal Vannin Party.
Oh my gosh, you're talking like a politician already. Can you give me an answer? Give me a yes or no. Do you want to stand?
I'm not running. I'm not running.
You won't be running, or at the moment you're not running?
Well, of course I'm not running. No, I'm not running.
Okay.
Let me be very clear. I'm flattered by the idea.
We talked to you.
This is not about me. This is not about me. This is
well, you're the chairman now, so you're the face of the party to some degree.
Sure.
That's why we're talking to you today.
Yeah.
And finally, your hopes for the next general election and for the House of Keys. Thinking you're going to do well? I mean, is it too early to ask that question? You're going to find 12 people, maybe 24 people who want to stand for election, not you.
So like that, the election is up to the people of the Isle of Man. And so what I think is really important, Liberal Vannin as a team, we need to focus on policies and ideas that are good for the people of the Isle of Man. And so, I accept that I'm returning for the same a bit, because that's really important. That's what we're about. This is not about me and Michael Josem. It's not about Laurie or Kate or any of other individuals. This is about what is best for the people of the Isle of Man. And so, we have a world where there are a lot of threats from many different places, and we need people who will stand up for the Isle of Man. So, for example, at the moment we have this wild roller coaster of big challenges in the world of Brexit, in the world of Jeremy Corbyn, in the world of changing economic issues in the European Union with
and
so those that we're here for the issues. We're not about individual candidates or something.
We'll see. Watch this space, I would say, but we'll see. Still fair, to be fair, a little while away, so people can change their minds about standing.
Sure. But I'm serious about this. The first thing we want to do is to have good ideas and good policies.
Okay.
And then, then the candidates will look after themselves. Because if the people of the Isle of Man like what they hear, and I suspect they will, because I think these ideas that the Liberal Vannin Party stands for are very core to what it is to be Manx. And so our founder, Peter Carron, such a wonderful Manxman, he said that being Manx is not what's in your genes, it's what's in your heart. And so these ideas of liberalism, founded about 300 years ago, about 300 miles from here, are such wonderful, enduring principles that really will be very strong and help make people's lives in the Isle of Man better, both their families, the individuals, but also the wider community.